So hello everyone. Welcome if you are new, welcome back if you love me. I love you too. We're going to do some really quick housekeeping. For those of you who are super new, I have no filter, okay? I'm a raw, real reader, and I care a lot more about your soul being happy and fulfilled and eternally grateful for life than I care about you loving me today, okay? So keep that in mind. I use adult language. I will talk about adult things, and anytime I use any of these decks, there may or may not be adult images in there, so just be aware of that if you're new to the channel. I also am doing an Eternally Grateful giveaway, and you can find all the information for that in the description. I did a whole video on the contents of the prize box and all of the things that are in it. Of course, there's going to be special surprises in there, but, you know, I can't tell you those. It's just extra special bonus surprises. But the video on everything that you know that's in there is linked in the description, as well as how to join, okay, and all the different perks you get for entering. So with that, I'm also going to be doing some pineapple charms for these messages, just a few. So, you know, take them as they resonate for you. All of the readings, take them as they resonate. Don't force them to fit. Check out your other placements. Come back to them and revisit them in a couple weeks or at the end of the month. See how it panned out. But for those of you who are working on your discernment or need a little bit of a spiritual bitch slap, you know, like, hey, pay attention, I am going to pull some pineapple charms, all right? There will be a separate video called 𝘗𝘗𝘗𝘕𝘌 for guidance, and that will have guidance for all of the signs. So this will just be some insight for you, and if you want guidance on how to best move through the month, right? Best mindset, best energy to be in as you're going through these things, definitely check out the 𝘗𝘗𝘗𝘕𝘌 message as well. All right, I love you. Let's get into it. All right, Scorpio. How you doing? How you doing? I'm using the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot for these readings. All right. Don't forget to drop likes, leave me comments, share it out with your other Scorpio placement friends, because Aries, Sag, and Virgo took the bonus readings this month for most likes, most comments, and most views. If you would like to get in on these bonus readings, definitely drop the likes and leave the comments and share it out. It greatly benefits me, and I, therefore, in return, greatly benefit you. Giving you extra stuff. All right, if you want to grab extra bonus readings for October, then definitely go back and rewatch August's readings and get the hindsight 2020, because that's going to determine who gets bonus readings next month, is the August reads. And then all of the stats for September will determine who gets bonus reads in November. So keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio energy, Scorpio placements. The house in which Scorpio rules for you. There's not a whole lot of major stuff going on in Scorpio. Very minor luminaries are in there. But Scorpio is getting big integrations from the Taurian energy, right, with Jupiter and Uranus in there, big oppositions causing integrations, and it's getting squares from the Venus and Juno aspects going on in Leo. All right, though you are catching a break from Aqua, there's not much going on in Aqua to square you from there, right? But there's definitely challenges that Scorpio is having to rise to with the Leo energy and having to integrate Taurian energy. All right, so what is going on with Scorpio? I'm using a 9-card spread for those of you who are curious. What is going on? With Scorpio this month. Got your card in the middle, one of them anyway. You know, if you've got really early Scorpio placements, you might be catching kind of like square energy from the Pluto and Capricorn. Which is a challenge you might need to rise to. They're also getting trines, which is that beneficial energy from the Neptune and Saturn placements in Pisces. Aries, which co-rules Mars with you, which was your original ruling planet. It's 𝘋𝘐𝘐𝘕𝘌 your sign, so it might be helping you out quite a bit. Could also be wildly difficult, but 𝘋𝘐𝘐𝘕s are like that. They're wild cards. Alright, we got the Wheel of Fortune. That's Jupiter on the bottom, right? That integration from Jupiter and Taurus. And then we've got the Queen of Swords, which is Aquarian energy, right? Fixed air. It's also sometimes seen as Libra, but to me, queens are fixed energy. I feel like, ooh, yeah, and Libra is underneath the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. I'm being nosy. You might need to stand up for yourself this month, Scorpio. I think you put yourself through more nightmarish anxiety than you have to. I think it's just a matter of getting the work done with the inner child work, moon work. Could be super significant if you've got Scorpio, sun, and moon, because it's literally back to back on the bottom here. You might be dealing with third parties and really need to free yourself from that. Okay, and if you can't like literally free yourself from it like entirely, then mentally, emotionally, psychologically, you have to free yourself from energies that are outside of yourself or no longer truly in the picture, especially if they're maternal energies, whether it's your mother wounds, or the mother of your children, right? If you're a dude. You might have to take a chance on standing up for yourself and bringing balance in for yourself, and maybe apologizing, right, to yourself for maybe psyching yourself out about something, because the Nine of Swords is anxiety. I think that you psyched yourself out over something, and maybe it is nothing like you thought at all. Like, I'll give an example, right? I was talking to someone with strong Scorpio about a month and a half or so ago, and we had met on an app, like an astrology app, and him and I were talking and took it outside the app, but, you know, we both deal with life, and I'm not one to chase. I've been there and done that, and I know he's been through the same. But, you know, the last couple times I had kind of reached out first, and then I ended up deleting the app, right? Just deleted my profile from the app, didn't feel guided to stay on there. And I thought about it after the fact that I hadn't spoken to him. I was like, I wonder if he had gone back on the app and realized that I wasn't on it anymore. And, like, maybe he took it personal. When, you know what I mean? Like, and maybe that, you know, and obviously that wasn't the case. I just didn't feel guided to stay on the app, you know, but I haven't heard from him since, and I'm like I said, I'm not a chaser, so if you wanted to message me, you can message me, that's fine. You know, I took it outside of the app for a reason. But yeah, it's like, what if he psyched himself out and was like, oh, she, you know, she blew me off, or she don't like me, or whatever, and it's just like, it has nothing to do with that. You know, like, it's nothing to do with that. Like, I'm not buttered over it. Like, life goes on, I'm fine. You know, but, you know, I mean, I enjoyed him. I enjoyed talking to him, but it is what it is. So, you know, maybe you psyched yourself out over something for no reason, right? Caused yourself anxiety for no reason, right? Like, maybe it is something other than what you thought, okay? Like, whatever it is that you've psyched yourself out about, or that you were having some kind of anxiety over, or wondering, like, what the fuck, that's weird. Like, maybe it's weird and you don't understand it because it has to do with something you don't understand, right? And it has nothing to actually do with you. So, you might need to go back and rethink some things. Now, the 9 cards, the big challenge for you this month, right, which is the X that the 9 cards create. I feel like with the Wayfarer is the Lover's card in this deck. Okay, it's number 6. It's the Lover's card in this deck. One side of the X is the Wayfarer with the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. The other is the Two of Swords with the Queen of Cups and the Monarch. I think you're struggling with a living situation and choices you got to make. I think you really need to put yourself on the pedestal. I think you're having a hard time doing that. I think you feel like you're in between a rock and a hard place when it comes to the home and or family, and someone who is rather controlling, right, with the Monarch down there, especially if they are a female, right, because this Emperor just so happens to be female. I think you need to transform and kind of let your divine feminine lead you in the right direction, right? Get out of your head. If your head is psyching you out, then get into your intuition. Get into your emotions. If it doesn't feel good, then something's off, right? Then something's off. Something's not in alignment. Spirit would not be having you suffer, would not be hurting you, especially when you feel like you're in alignment and you're on the right path. Like, why would Spirit be throwing you something that hurts? Why would it be throwing you a wrench? It's not. You know what I mean? It's not. You're perceiving it that way in the mind, and I think you have to get back into what feels good, right? Get back into what feels good. I think you have... Honestly, I feel like there's no, like, 7 of Cups out here, but I feel like you have options. Options that you probably didn't even realize that you had. We have your card at the top of the diamond, right? The Awakening is the Judgment card here. The diamond that the 9 cards create is the value of this month. We've got the Judgment card. We also have the Hanged Man, and which is meditation, and Reclamation, which is the Devil card in this deck, and the 4 of Cups. And I feel like that's that Piscean energy trining on your sign with the Hanged Man. And I feel like that's the Plutonian energy, right, which is your ruling planet, giving you some challenges from Capricorn, right? Especially if you have early Scorpio placements. These are challenges that you have to rise to. If you have later Scorpio placements, then it's sextiling, right? And it's giving you this beneficial, you know, unconditionally loving nudge in the right direction, right? The universe is saying, hey, Scorpio, you're being challenged in this area to transform, and nudged in a loving way to transform, right? To change how you're doing things and what you're investing in, right? Because Capricorn is all about investment mindset. Let's change your mindset about what it is you're investing in right now so that you can have a long-term benefit, right? Because we don't invest in things if it's not going to bring in a long-term benefit. That's investment mindset. If I invest in it today, it's going to pay back 10 times more later. This is what Pluto is trying to help you understand. Okay? Pluto being in Capricorn is saying, please take a chill pill for a minute, right? The Hanged Man is meditation. And it's literally got Neptune on the card, right? That trine from Neptune going on in Pisces. Especially because Neptune and Pluto are in sextile, okay? It's very beneficial for your sign. Especially if you've got late Scorpio placements. Like, you have the potential to really step into your feminine power and receive what is truly a major blessing by reclaiming your power, right? Your control over yourself, and healing what is potentially some kind of home or family situation. Okay. I think you are in between a rock and a hard place, having to cut strings, like a devil attached, right, to the Two of Swords, right? In the family, you have a very controlling energy here surrounding family, and or the home. You may feel the financial crunch. You may be dealing with someone that you have, attachments to, cord attachments to. It could be children. And you have this choice, right? You have this choice to become a better leader of your life, right? You have the choice to become a better leader of your life. These are 3 major arcana that go down the first row. I think that you've got to make this judgment call to be nurtured and put yourself on a pedestal, so that you're not missing opportunities, right? So that you actually get to enjoy the 4th cup here. Most 4 of Cup cards, that 4th cup is being missed, and you're meant to enjoy it. You're meant to enjoy it. You're not meant to miss it. So take a chance, right? The bottom of the deck, take a chance on justice. Take a chance on standing up for yourself and going after what it is that you really want, right? Forgive yourself. That Nymph of Cups, the Page of Cups under that, like, forgive yourself for the anxiety that you caused, and hop, skip, jump into that effort, right? Take that step. This is Virgoian energy. Like, take that step and really shine in what it is that you deserve to receive, especially in alignment with nurturance, right? So I gave Pineapple Charming a really good shake off camera. And we're going to pull some pineapple charms for you so that you know, in case you're struggling with your own discernment, right? If this message already makes sense and resonates with you, then take it. But for those who are struggling with discernment or just need the extra, boost from spirit, let's see. We've got the rainbow. We've got the rainbow. These are all synchronicities, okay? So take them as they resonate. You might resonate with just one. You might resonate with more than one. We've also got a football. Okay. We've also got my toxic charm, so you could definitely be dealing with a very toxic or controlling person that you still have ties with in some which way, shape, or form, right? Or you're dealing with your own toxicity and or some kind of addiction, okay? With the toxic charm, this is something that's poisoning your well-being, right? Poisoning your body, whether that is alcohol or cigarettes or pills or whatever the fuck you're doing. This is like poison. It's poison to the body, poison to the soul, poison to the mind, right? It's some kind of poison, right? It's not benefiting you. It could be a belief, right? It could be a belief system that is slowly killing you, and you kind of have to let yourself heal and let go of whatever the poison is, right? Person, place, thing, belief, substance, whatever. We've also got starfish. Okay. Which is interesting because starfishes don't really go hunting for their food so much as it comes to them. You might want to allow nourishment to come to you, right? Allow it to exist. We've also got a cupcake. Okay. And then letters, I've got V, C, and F. Now, VCF blue, it doesn't have to be, okay, but there's more specifics to the letter charms. I've got blue and pink to designate gender, right, male, female. I've also got black and white to designate masculine heavy for white, and yin is feminine heavy. That's just to get extra specific for some people, but you take the letters however they resonate. All right, and I've got V, C, and F. Okay, so they could be initials, they could be abbreviations. So take it as it resonates for you. It could be your initials, where you live at, or who you're dealing with. Right, we also have Taurus for the signs, and Libra. So you could have strong or significant Taurian placements or Libran placements, or be definitely dealing with the Libra Mars going on this month, and then the different Taurian placements, right? Uranus and Jupiter. But you could also have some definite things that you're healing, especially with the toxic charm here. You might have Chiron in, like, in one of those signs, okay? So just be aware of that. All right. Scorpio, I have faith that this will serve you in the highest. Do not forget to check out the Eternally Grateful giveaway, right? And consider becoming a member, because I think that the perks that you get for being a member will serve you more and well beyond the beautiful prize box, right? I think that you'd actually really benefit, especially if you're dealing with toxic, you know, in general, and you're working on moving through that and past that. Like what I do with my Divine Rebel Diamonds is to really help them live their highest good life, and, you know, wake up feeling really grateful for life more often than not, right? Life doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be a struggle. It wasn't meant to. It wasn't meant to be. So definitely look into joining the membership with the channel, okay? And don't forget to drop likes and leave me comments and share it out. I greatly appreciate you. I'm eternally grateful. Until next we meet, Scorpio. Bye.